I built a full Google Ads campaign for my product and I have never opened my Google Ads account even once. See, you are looking at a brand new ad account cause I have never run a paid ad in my life, nor do I know anything about PPC or Google Ads. But still with Airtop AI, I was completely able to create a fully autonomous ad campaign from keyword research, campaign structure, ad groups, ad copies optimization just by giving my website URL. This is by far the easiest way to automate Google Ads with Airtop AI that keeps your campaign profitable. You just tell Airtop your budget and your goal and it takes it from there, from keyword research to reporting. So just imagine, without you even having to understand this scary UI of Google Ads, I am right now launching campaigns completely managed by AI within literally minutes. So with Airtop AI, even if you have existing Google Ads account and are running campaigns, it can help you start by auditing your account, preparing the fixes by finding wasted spend, geo-targeting, keyword beating, and it will optimize your campaigns just by typing in plain English. Now the best bit here is I don't have to tell anything about my product because I am inside Mark, which is Airtop sales and marketing agent, which already knows about my company profile, ICP, my GTM strategy, and my tone of voice, all living inside one knowledge base. So the moment I wanted to start ads, I don't have to re-explain anything. I just told it, hey, can you start this campaign? And it is as simple as that. First, we will start with the research and campaign structure. But before we do anything, we need to connect our Google Ads account just one time inside Airtop. So head over to integration and we will select OAuth authorization and pick our advertiser account that you want to work with. It literally took 10 seconds to connect that. Then it went straight into keyword research and within half a minute, it pulled up real keyword planner data for my product, which is TiltIt and 3D animation software. So we want to go against our competitors like Screen Studio Alternative. Then it also grabbed the monthly search for these keywords, picked out the competition. So we have high, low competition and actual CPC or cost per click in dollars and in dirhams because my account is set in AED. Now the next bit is where it actually stopped just being a research tool and start doing things inside our ad account. It told me to put my budget in two ad groups. The first is Screen Studio Alternative because those searches are exactly what I am selling and my product is about. And then second, Rotato Alternative as a cheaper secondary. Then it also told me which keywords to skip completely. For example, skip alternative of Loom because the intent is much weaker and those people want a sync video and not 3D animation. And that would have burned my credits very fast. In a similar manner, it also skipped product demo video makers because that CPC can spike up $12 per click, which is way too much for my initial campaign. So you can estimate that with this keyword research, it stopped money flowing out like a water. Then before it even drafted the campaign, it flagged another very important thing on its own. It told me that I haven't set up the conversion tracking in my Google Tag Manager on my site because without that, Google optimizes toward clicks instead of actual signups. So I told it, hey, yes, we have already connected the GTM and go ahead and start building our campaign. So you can see it is structuring our tight TAM or total addressable market and campaign structure. It has, as I mentioned before, created two ad groups instead of four because my budget is slightly low and it wouldn't make sense to spend across all of these four groups. So the first group is Screen Studio Alternative where we have this phrase match keywords, 15 headlines and 4 description all written in my voice for my product, pull from that same knowledge base. And if we go to our Google Ads dashboard, click on refresh and we are able to see we have two ad group and budget allocated to each of them. We have different phrases, keywords, but these campaigns are in draft or pause mode, so nothing runs until I do it manually or tell Airtop agent to do it for me. So it is asking for our approval to create this campaign. So if you look into this, we have daily budget microns, we have CPC beat ceiling microns, campaign resource name, and trust me, I don't understand a single of these numbers. And that's exactly the point. You don't need to. You just read the summary, you just check the ad groups and the budget looks right and you just approve. You don't have to be PPC expert and that's why Airtop does the heavy lifting for you. So if you are a solo developer or if you wanted to run ads for a very long time but never had the time or resource to do it, this is something you should be really getting started with because with Airtop AI, you can automate your entire ad manager just by chatting in plain English like I'm doing it right now. Then it also told me about negative keywords. So we don't waste a single penny on keywords like free, job and salary. So if I were running this by myself, I would throwing arrows in the dark and just wasting money on these negative keywords. In a similar manner, it also told me about location targeting, which I haven't had in my mind at all. So on my low budget, it only recommends few countries and I click confirm and it updated the geo targets straight into my Google Ads account without me even having to open the dashboard once. So that's how you can go from keyword research, campaign structure, ad copy, negative keyword, geo targeting, all of that done within matter of minutes. And that's only half of it. It can do much more with optimization, auditing your campaign structure, your quality score, and your geo performance to find exactly where your budget is leaking. Then it sends you a weekly report inside a Slack or inbox that tells you what changed and what to do about it. So it's not just telling you, it's actually suggesting and giving recommendation for next priority things in the sequence. Now, to be fair, as this is a brand new Google Ads account, right now my ads are under review, so I'm not able to start the campaign yet. But once they are approved, within a week I will be back with real numbers that I have achieved automating my Google Ads management with Airtop AI. But if I have to do all of this on my own with no experience, I would have bid on wrong keywords, skip negative keywords at all, and watch my money disappear before I figure out why, or I would have to pay for a Google Ad consultant or hire an agency. But now I just need to open my Google dashboard once to see everything is going perfectly or not. And if I want to change or modify anything inside my existing campaigns, I can just go back to Airtop, tell it what I want to change in plain English, and it will modify all of it for me. So if you are someone who is just getting started with Google Ads or don't know anything about that, trust me, that's why you need to automate ad management with AI by using Airtop. So if you want to try it out, Airtop is completely free to get started with, and if you want a step-by-step guide, just comment ads and I will send it your way.